I got a feeling that you got me covered too. I got you covered. I got you covered.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? We are into our Mad Libs Friday. So I'm just going to wait for everybody to come on in. My answer to the question that we ask on our crochet connection question is mine is absolutely mountains. I love the mountains. I was raised in Florida, and I like the mountains because there's just something very peaceful about it. So I just like the mountains and the beauty, and the ocean is the ocean. If I get it, it's wonderful, but it's not. If I go, I like going at night. You know what I mean? When it's calm and so forth. But I'm not somebody that likes to swim in the ocean. Never have been. I like to see what is in the bottom of the ocean. Having my tea, waiting for people to get notified that we're on. I'm going to put in my earbuds. Of course, I have to read, see which side is left. Because we're going to open it up for people to come on in. Because it was fun last week, but it'll be a lot more fun if people are with me, having talking and so forth. And if I don't put these in, I can't hear anybody. Whoops. Where did it go? I dropped it. So we have to wait for YouTube to send out those notifications, right? But there we go. And I'm thinking I very well may have to change the name to something. I'll figure something out. But I'm probably going to have to change names to something. We'll come up with a name for this, because I'm wondering if the word MAD is maybe YouTube not wanting to push it out because of the name. So we may have to change the name of it, but we'll come up with something together. I don't quite know what it will be, but maybe silly fun or, something. We'll come up with some kind of name or so forth. If anybody has a great name for it, let me know. Those are probably going to have to think of some kind of name. I need a haircut. I need to take y'all and let you see the Floby in action. But it's been raining. It's not very far from us. There's like, what is it? There's a huge place not far from us that is kind of has some flooding. So we're under a flood watch. We're not under any tornado watch. I'm going to put a 5 on the chat. We have the candle listed. But we're using StreamYard till I can't use it anymore, and then we'll figure out the other one. But we're probably going to have to change it to some other name. I'll still keep the theme song because I really like it, but we got to change it to something else. I don't know what yet. Crocheting connection. I don't know. I mean, everybody knows what those are, but I'm thinking that's the reason why YouTube sometimes with certain words they don't like, and then they just kind of they bury it. And I think that's kind of what's happening with this. So, silly paragraphs, silly paragraph Friday. I don't know what to call it. I really don't. We'll have to think of something to call it going forward. I just don't know what it'll be yet. And no worries. But yeah, the theme song is still the same, stay the same, but I think we're definitely going to have to change the name. For sure. And I don't want to start because I'm waiting for them to send out the YouTube to send out its notifications so that we can have people on, which sometimes can take a little bit. So I hope everybody is doing well tonight. So if anybody wants to join me, I will put the StreamYard link in the chat. Again, when we're doing this, we just want to be respectful of everything and everybody. And we want to be respectful. We're going to use clean words and lovely words and all that kind of stuff for all those good things. So, but we're going to have some fun because at the end of the day, it's all about the connection. It's all about the connection happening. So everybody's been kind of following the saga of the Amazon package. So anyway, the saga of the Amazon package is this. We had I finally got on the phone today because I was like, this is just ridiculous. They still sent the 4th round of root beer barrels, and we ordered something else. They sent that to Louisiana. So I called today and I'm like, okay, time for me to get involved. So apparently I talked to somebody in the logistics department and they're going to go ahead and send it this way. Apparently, hopefully, they're going to go ahead and send it our way. Hopefully that's exactly what happens. Because I just said, this is ridiculous. We don't even live in Louisiana. That's like, okay, I give up. Hi, Lucy. How are you? Welcome. You're doing well. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. We've just had some rain. We take without having any kind of tornado watches. That's for sure. Which one am I underneath? I'm under. Because that was not fun. So if you look up, the question for today is mountains are I think about it for a minute. Mountains are Mountains are I'm gonna think about it in a second. I can't get it out. Mountains are ocean, and I said mountains. That was for me, not somebody that was raised in Florida, but I can do without oceans. I can do without oceans. I like my mountains. Now, when you're raised in Florida and you have that and you're raised in that, it's kind of like, you go to the beach and it's not, you've got it in your backyard. And so you go and it's touristy and it's so forth. And I was a pool kind of girl. Like I wanted, I spent hours in the pool. My dad was raised in Daytona Beach, so he loved the ocean. But I wasn't one that really liked the ocean. He was raised in it, so it was like, but we're definitely we're gonna have to figure out. Maybe I'll put some kind of thing up on the community tab so that we can have some kind of come up with different names, because we're gonna have to come up with some kind of name. I just don't know what yet. I'll leave that up to you guys. And maybe, let me know too, because if this is not something that people are going to enjoy doing, we don't have to do it. If you would like to have either Friday or Saturday, we do some kind of game night, then we can do a game night. But if this is not something that people are interested in, I find it fun. But if it's not something that everybody's interested in, then we're not going to continue doing it. Because I want to do things that you guys are really interested in doing. I think that a game night is fun. I think it can be. I think it's a good outlet. I know when I was growing up, I enjoyed doing these. They were silly. But if it's not something everybody's going to enjoy doing or want to participate in, then we're going to find something else to do. And that's fine. I'm not going to be upset. I want your honest feedback. If this is something that, you haven't thought about for years doing, then, and oh yeah, I remember those and they were fun, then that's great. I think we have to come up with a different name, because I think that word can sometimes have everybody kind of bury it. But if it's not something you guys are interested in doing, then we don't have to do it. I'm not too much on trivia. I never really have been, but if that's something you all like, we'll do trivia. That's fine. I'm not somebody that really totally enjoys that, but I'm sure if we had people on and we were connecting and having fun, it would be fun. And I participated in trivia before, and I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the connection. But if this is not something people are going to enjoy doing, then we're going to find something else that people are going to want to come in and participate in and enjoy doing, because it's all about the connection. The connection is what matters. I kind of thought about trying to figure out how to maybe do like a Family Feud kind of night or something like that, or I don't know, something, game wise that we could do or something like that. But if this is not something that people are going to enjoy doing, this, and I don't mind taking the time to do it, but I'm not going to do it if nobody's enjoying doing it, because then it's no fun. It's no fun without doing it with friends. Part of the fun of this is doing it and connecting with people and having those connections and having those friendships, right? That's the point of it. I know maybe Saturday at 7:00 doesn't work, but if we're going to do it, I have to do it before Alfonso comes on at 9:30, because I help him. And I would have been on last night, but I had a migraine that I tend to get what's called rolling migraines. They're a bunch of fun. Believe me, they're a bunch of fun. And actually, I don't often ask Josh to go get me anything, but I actually had him go get me something from Culver's, which helps to reduce it. I don't know why stuff like that helps a migraine, but after about the fourth or fifth day of an on and off migraine, I'm like, I'm done. And so I do get them every once in a while, and it was pretty intense for a while yesterday. And I was like, you know what? I got to do something. I can't continue doing this. So I'm not going to do my Mad Libs until I guess the notifications come in and people are here. So if it doesn't happen tonight, it's fine. No worries. I've got them saved. We can do them next week. But again, if you guys, this is not something that you enjoy or have fun, would like to continue doing, we don't have to do it. We'll find something else. No worries. It's all about the connection and people coming on in and having that connection and so forth. And that's the point of it. So let's go ahead for just a moment while we kind of wait for people to come on in. I can go ahead and play the Mad Lib song. And we'll get the party started, hopefully.
It's Friday night, let's bring the heat. Connection strong where laughter meets. Mad Libs like words off the cuff. Old school fun, we can't get enough. Fill in the blanks, don't hold it back. Surprises hit like a humor attack. Friends all laugh, they can't catch their breath. Making memories to start the weekend off right. Friday's the vibe where we all belong, turning silly words into our song. Laughter echoes all night till day. Old school magic won't fade away. Word by word we built this vibe. Crazy combos we can't hide. Shouting answers loud and wild. Let the inner kid shine. Connection sparks in the game we play. Friends like family here to stay. Every sentence makes us grin. Let's scribble joy again and win. Ooh, yeah. Friday's the vibe where we all belong, turning silly words into our song. Laughter echoes all night till day. Old school magic won't fade away. Won't fade away.
Thought we would play that song. Now, tomorrow on, where is it? I have to find it. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern, I will be on Big Jack's Story Time. So I will put that here. Hi, Tuber Chat. Hi, Kevin. How are you? So I will be on his tomorrow. So I'll put that in here. And Kevin, I wanted to thank you. I've got to send you a little note, but I wanted to just thank you for the other day. Because when you said that companies get to a point where they kind of like are hoping you're comfortable enough to just stay with it, I'm thinking that was like what I needed to hear. That I was kind of at that point the other day where I'm like, oh, I'll just go ahead and pay StreamYard to do what, to keep the same, thank you very much, to keep the same price, and not do the you look at any other software. And I'm like, thank you for saying that, because I certainly needed to hear that sometimes we get comfortable. Hi, Lucy. Sometimes we get comfortable, and it's easy to kind of get comfortable, right? And then you're kind of sitting there going, well, I'm comfortable, and I'm just going to stay in the rut I am. And I needed to hear that, because that's where I was. I was like, I don't want to learn a new one. And everything I go to it's not what I'm used to. And so thank you for saying that, because I needed to hear that. I am going to go ahead and go into each one of those softwares and share the screen through StreamYard I have to get it with Riverside, Stream, Eve Mux, whatever that one is. Those two for sure. And show people how to kind of my take on those two things. The things I like, the things I don't. And then, of course, people know what StreamYard looks like. But I will probably show it. I'll probably do it unlisted so that I can do an unlisted one. And then that way I can have it downloaded. And then when I do actually a live on my review of those, the three, people will have some idea of the things I found. And then I'll do a little bit about Streamlabs. But I have to upgrade to the Ultra package. But I figured out before I lose any of those, I'll do an unlisted live, so I can take, share the screen so people can see what I'm talking about. And then hopefully that can be helpful for somebody that's kind of like me, struggling to try to figure out which one to go with. And I really wish I could find something, and I haven't really found anything that was helpful. So maybe it'll help somebody as they're kind of struggling like I am to kind of figure out which way to go and what have you. So a little bit of something. So we'll go ahead and hopefully some people will come in, and we'll go ahead and do some of these ones I have picked for today. And again, if people this is not something that they find fun or something, then let's find something else. Let's find some other kind of game, maybe a little different than trivia, because everybody's doing trivia. And I think if we continue this, we need to find a new name that doesn't have that word MAD in the front. Maybe that'll help too. But if people find this fun and they want to come on and we can connect and so forth, and that's great. But I'm also not going to, if people aren't finding it fun and we need to do something else, let's do something else. But let's have a game night on Friday. Hopefully I don't have a migraine at times to come out of nowhere like it did the other day. So let us know, because your feedback matters, and it's important to us that we have your feedback. And we're doing things that you guys find fun and want to participate in. That's the whole point of it. So we'll go through the first one, and then maybe sometime this week we'll have a discussion about this. And if it's not anything anybody wants to continue, then that's fine. Well, I want to find something else. I want to find something else that people want to participate in. And I think, and again, come up with maybe a different name that we can come up with. But let's go through the first one, and maybe we'll get some people on in to participate, because it's no fun doing it all by yourself, right? So the first one I picked out for today, of course, is because it's rainy outside. Boy, is it raining. Good night. So the rainy day one is this one. Hold on a second. I have to pull up something else. I have to pull up Canvas so I can put my answers in. And if you have a channel too, and this is something you want to send us, we were if you have a channel and you want to do it and send it, then we can start doing shout outs. So we thought that would be fun to kind of do shout outs for the channel, for a channel. So I'm giving people just a moment to go ahead and write it down so then they can fill in the blanks. But then we can do shout outs for channels for it. But try not to do dead air. Right? No dead air. I wonder if it's been raining anyplace else for anybody, because man alive, it has been. This is the kind of rain I like. I don't like the thunder and lightning. I am not that kind of girl. I could deal without the big booms and stuff, and the thunderstorms and tornado warnings and watches and all that kind of stuff. I feel terrible for the people that have just lost everything. That to me is just this. It's just devastating, I'm sure. But I closed out on something I needed. So I gotta put my answers in so I can share my story. Alrighty, here we go. One active or one adjective, whatever we're gonna pick for the adjective day. I was walking my color pet. We need a color pet when plural noun started flying from the sky. I called my friend, personal name, and she said one just land right on her place. And then we need an adverb. There was raining, plural noun, as well, and they were just going everywhere. My noun started verb and catching plural name with his mouth to eat. Okay, now I have to remember what an adjective is and all that kind of stuff. Again, if you want to come in and join the fun, so adjective. I have to remember what an adjective is. Go back to school, guys, for a minute, right? So adjective is relating to or function as an adjective. All right, that gives me an idea. I had to go back and remember it back in school, right? One stormy day. Because that's what it's been. The past little bit, it has been stormy. So make sure I'm on the right thing here. One stormy day is what I'm going to choose. Stormy. For that one. All right, Stormy. I was walking my I need a color. I was walking my purple pet. You know what? If you can't be silly, I don't know what can be, right? Purple pet. And we're probably not going to do 3 of these tonight. We'll just probably do this, probably do 1 or 2, and that's it tonight. And then we need a pen. I was walking my purple pet Elvis. You guys knew I was going to choose that, right? Elvis. Is that what it was supposed to be? A noun. See, our one stormy day, I was walking my purple pet. Well, no, that can't be. Plural noun. Purple pet Elvis. Well, that's what I'm going to choose for it. When plural noun started flying from the sky. Then what we're going to do, I think, tonight is we'll just go ahead and stay on till 8 o'clock. And then I'll come back. We'll stay on till 8 o'clock, and then I'll come back on it like in a little bit. Because I have a funny feeling that's what's happened, which is fine. But let's see. Remember what that is. And again, if this is not something anybody's going to like doing, then we'll find something else to do, and that's fine. Okay. I'm going to think about that one for a minute. Color pet, plural noun, started flying from the sky. We're writing cats and dogs, right? So let's do dogs for that one. I'm just going to do this one, and then I'll come back on in a little bit because I'd like to finish something up before. Dogs. Was walking my purple pet Elvis when dogs started flying from the sky. I called a friend. Let's put called a friend. Put Krista in there, right? We'll put Christina. I know. Christina. Dogs is the next one. And we'll save some of these for another day. Kristen or Christina. We're going to use Christina, right? Listen, dogs are flying from the sky. She'd be a happy individual. All right. So as well, person's name. She said one just landed right on her camper. So we use camper for that one. And then there was raining adverb. To remember what an adverb is, it's going back to school again, I guess. That's what we're doing, guys, right? Verb. I'm see. I have to think what to use for an adverb, and I don't know. Yes, I don't know if pouring would be considered an adverb or not. Guess we can use cool. Let's use cool. Cool there. Doesn't make sense, but we're gonna go with the flow, right? Or we can put let's put yikes. Yikes. Right? Yikes. And then we can put, since it's been raining cats and dogs lately. Yikes. Well, let's use cats for that one. For the next one. And then, as well as there was just going, yikes, there was raining cats as well. They were just going everywhere. My dog, that'd be Mocha, that's for sure. My dog started running. and catching sticks. Use sticks. Sticks in his mouth. All right. So the way this story reads, if it makes any sense. Hold on a second. Was dog running sticks. So the story is this. One stormy day, I was walking my purple pet Elvis when dogs started flying from the sky. I called my friend Christina, and she said one just landed right on her camper. Yikes! There was raining cats as well, and they were just going everywhere. My dog started running and catching sticks with his mouth to eat. So that's my story. Okay, so that's it. I'm not going to continue tonight. There's not people in here, so it really doesn't make it fun when we don't have other people participating. It's fun, but I really don't know whether that word makes YouTube just kind of bury this. And if they do, then we'll have to come up with another name. If this is not something people are enjoying, then we're not going to continue doing it. We'll find something else to do, because at the end of it all, it really becomes about the connection. And if I'm really the only one in here and there's no connection happening, then it's not something everybody's enjoying. And I really wanted to be fun, but maybe this isn't fun for everybody. Maybe, they'd rather do something else, or we do some other kind of trivia or what have you, or another kind of game or so forth. To do. I want it to be fun for people. So we may need to come up with a different name. If it's not something, then we'll come up with a different game. I would like to do something on Friday. We're kind of coming together and connecting. I know we were supposed to do it last night, but again, I had a migraine. So what I'm going to do is end this stream, and then I'm going to go ahead and schedule one for about an hour from now at around 8:30. It'll give me time to finish up 2 things I need to do. And then I will go ahead and redirect that over to Alfonso's at 9:30. So again, we want your feedback. If this is not something that people are going to enjoy participating in, then we'll find something else. It's all about the connection, guys. If we're not connecting, if we're not coming in here and there's connection happening, then there's no sense to continue doing something that people are not going to be excited to participate in. And I know everybody can't be here every stream. I get that. And I just appreciate everybody that can give the time and come on in and participate and join and all that kind of stuff. I really do. And I love the connection that happens. I love this channel. I love what we've grown and what we've done and all those kind of things. To sit here and not have any interaction happening in the chat, it defeats the purpose of having this kind of game thing going on, this specific one, because I think that as funny as I can make the stories, I think if we had several people in here adding their own takes, it would be hilarious to see what they would come up with. So we really want to hear your feedback on it. If you have other ideas how we can kind of include a game night in, that would be great. And that's the whole point of it, is to just have fun and connect. And we talk about some pretty hard things at times on this channel, but we have to also find a way to have fun and so forth. So I'm going to end this stream, and then I will go ahead and we'll come back on about 8:30, and we'll put this on hold, and we'll maybe have a discussion on another name, or whether this is even something people are going to enjoy doing. Because I want to do stuff that people are going to enjoy participating in and having that connection. And usually it happens on Friday, but again, I wasn't up to it last night. So join us back tonight at 8:30. We'll come on and just have a chit chat and talk and so forth while I go kind of finish up some things that I need to do for the next, 40 minutes. And then when we get done with that, we'll head over to Alfonso's channel and redirect it over there. Alrighty. I'll talk to y'all later. See you in a little bit. All right. Have a good night, and we'll see you again at 8:30 tonight. Bye-bye, everybody. Remember, be proud of being yourself. Everybody else is taken. We got you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And remember, keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook required. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye-bye, everybody.